Etsy isn't just about online crafts anymore. In 2025, there are tons of shop ideas that require little to no skill to start up and can literally replace your online income. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you these 5 different stores that are making thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, and I'm going to give you 5 ideas that you can start right away. Now, if you're wondering who I am, in my early 20s, I've generated over 6 figures from online business, and now I'm teaching the different models that I see work. Now, let's take a look at these here. The first one that we have here, let me switch this. The first one that we have here is Shriji Template. Now, you see here, look at this already, how many sales. Now, they've been on Etsy for a little bit, 3 years, but they literally have over 200,000 sales. And look at this at 4.8 stars. So if we look at what they're doing, right, you see that these are tumblers and maybe some type of mugs as well, where they just have different designs on here, right? And literally people can add their own text so they can be customized to how people want them to be. Now, what's interesting about this, right, is you can see here that, okay, $4, and they're not doing any of this work. They're outsourcing all of this stuff. And even look at how many views they have. So 32,000 views. And there's this tool, if you guys don't know, it's called Everbee, where you can do a lot of research and see what's actually selling. So if we hit product analytics, right, you can see here we can see here just for this one. And again, some of this is paid, so you're not going to be able to see necessarily everything. And we can check out the shop analyzer as well, where you can see, look at this. Look how many sales they have. Look at this. And this is breaking it down by these different shop names as well. So it tells you and gives you an idea of how many sales they're actually getting. Now, part of this is paid. If you want to see the exact, products, and you want to see exactly how many sales someone is getting here, but you can clearly tell that this person is making tons of money. Because even if we do some quick math, right? So if we see here, okay, there's 19,000 reviews and they're selling this for $4, right? So let's do some quick math here. What does that actually mean, right? So if they're selling this for $4, there's 19,000 reviews, 19,500 reviews. That's literally 78K. And I believe this is just for one product, which is insane. Like literally for one product, and this is not, like, look at this thing. This is literally just a mug, right? They're basically making the design, and then they're just having it pretty much shipped, right? So they don't hold any inventory, and it's something you can start, and they're just making designs here, right? So, and that's a huge opportunity in the market as well that people can jump into. 78,000 is crazy. And even if you see these reviews as well, I mean, okay, sure, October, it looks like, was the last one. But even as you stack a lot of these ideas too, you're literally not doing much extra work. And especially early on, let's say you have to do the manual fulfillment. But after that, if you hire someone out, you can literally sit back and collect thousands of dollars. So this is definitely an opportunity that you could make a lot of money in. And you see, they have a ton of different, they have clothes as well. So this store kind of caught my eye for one that people could absolutely jump into this. And again, this is a crazy amount of views. Okay, so it looks like the 19,500 was more for all of theirs. But I mean, even then, you see most of theirs are $4. It looks like all of these are $4. So they've literally made probably, over 70 grand off of barely doing any work, right? So the next example we have here is Lily Llama Prints. Now let's look at this, right? 4.8 stars, 30K, right? So already off to a really good start. A ton of reviews, right? Great stars. 119,000 sales in 5 years. Like, you guys got to think about how many sales that is, right? So if we think 119 divided by 5, right? Think they're making over 24,000 sales per year, which is great. I mean, look at this. These are literally stickers that they're working on. So if you see here, right, $10, $9, literally stickers that anyone could just design. You can go to a website where you generate stickers and then you just sell them to other people and you just make the designs. So all that would require is for you to, be a little handy with maybe Photoshop or have AI make the designs. But literally, you can find websites that will do all of this, and they're selling stickers. Like, stickers to me is crazy, and they're selling, okay, $10. Now let's look at this one, for example. Okay, so this is $10, 150 stickers. And how expensive do you think it is to make stickers, right? That's something that's cheap. It can't be that expensive to make stickers. They let people customize the label size as well. So if we think on average, right, it seems like they're selling most of their things. I saw some $9 as well. So if we think $9, right, so let's do $9 times 30,000, 270K. And all they're doing is stickers. Like, man, this is why you have to think outside of the box when you do some of these things. Like, literally, they're doing something that anyone could jump into. And you see here, like, look at their reviews. They have good reviews. Look, it's September 19th today, and they already had 2 people leave reviews and purchase. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much. Yeah, and you can see here, right? 5 years. Tons of good reviews. And that's what happens when you start this, right? It might kind of start out slow, but you start to list a bunch of these items and think about how quickly you can stack up and make even more money. These people are printing money, man. All right, next one. Gogvivo, I don't know how to pronounce this exactly. Fine art. Now, this is another one where you see that they're just probably using AI or outsourcing some type of art, right? And this is literally digital, so you don't have to have another website to print anything. These are literally just files that they're selling to people. Now, think about this, right? 4.8 stars, 367 reviews, 7,000 sales, 6 years on Etsy, right? So they've been doing. That's crazy. Like, look at these, and these are not even that complicated, right? They're just. It's literally a PDF that could take you 2 seconds. You could go into AI, ChatGPT, ask it to create some digital backdrops for you, and literally just use that, and boom, you're already on your way, right? And you see, look at this. This is in 9 people's carts. It's $2.80, which, think about it. It's something lower cost too. You don't have to do really any fulfillment except send a PDF to someone, and you probably can automate that as well. This is literally all passive income. Now we see here 280, right? So let's say 280 times 367. And that's why I said some people are making closer to hundreds of thousands, or some are making a little bit less. But if we say 280 times 367, right? I mean, this is all passive. They literally probably have barely done any work here, and it's $1,000, right? So think of it like that, right? Don't think of it in terms of, oh, I have to start this huge thing, but you literally just get a catalog, you list it, and it's making money for you pretty easily. Now, the next one we have here is 90 designs, right? This is online designs that they sell. And these, are you kidding me? These have to be and look like they're from AI. Now, look at this. 8,600 sales. 18,600 sales. Over 4,200 views, 11 years on Etsy, right? So let's look at, so it looks like all of these are for around $29. So let's just say $30, right, to round it up. And look at this. This is not complicated, right? This is literally something you could design in AI, have it designed for you, and you're basically just picking packages. So someone could put in that they want you to create a logo for them. You literally just use AI, create the logo, and then send them this. And you're charging them $30, right? Like, and look at this, 4,000, because people need logos at the end of the day. And you're just the one, you basically want to be the middleman of this operation. So if we look here as well, right, and let's do some quick math. So most of these are around $30. So if we do 30, and this is just reviews. This isn't even how many sales they have, right? Because they probably have a lot more sales, but out of all the sales that they have, 4,000 people took the time to do reviews, right? So if we think 4,200, over 100 grand, 126,000, and that's just for the people that left reviews. There's way more sales than that, so you have to factor that in as well. And think about how many views they have. Almost 300,000 views just on this listing. So literally, as you stack these things, it's literally like your money will compound over time. Now the next one here, and I wanted to call this out because this is huge when we think of time of year. Now Halloween is obviously a holiday that's coming up, and this is another huge opportunity where you look at the seasons and you sell things accordingly. So I was doing some research and I noticed that there was this store that was selling some of these branded, basically embroidered designs, right? And these are all clearly either from Printful or just a print-on-demand website. So again, you can literally make all of these designs, look at what season is coming up, and they decided, okay, I'm going to take this season, and what am I going to do? I'm going to make money off of it. So literally look at this. This is $14, right? Let's say maybe your shirt cost a couple dollars. You're literally profiting the middle, right? And over 1,300 reviews. And I believe, is this just for the product or is this for, yeah, so look at this. And over 9,900 sales. So and this is in 2 years. 2 years they're making that type of money. So let's just take an average, right? It looks like, okay, on the low end they're selling things for $12, right? So each one is $12. So let's do that, right? $12 times 9,900 sales. Over $100,000 in just 2 years. And obviously this is going to grow and scale over time. So man, this is insane. The type of money they're making here is crazy, which is definitely, an option. And with some of these, if you have trouble, right, making logos, we talked about this logo design. You can literally go on Pinterest for, right, inspirational designs, or even Canva. So Canva has a lot of options where you can create logos pretty much from scratch. They'll give you blueprints and how to create them, and you can literally print on different things, as you see. And this is basically what people are doing. So you just find a print-on-demand company, use Canva, and you can literally have no skill. You don't have to have any type of skill and literally print thousands of dollars online. But it really starts with you and the type of work that you want to put in. Now, if you found some value from this video and you're interested in learning more, click this video on the screen now and shoot me a like.